I feel like we've messed up a whole bunch of kids by teaching apologies the way we do. Hello there, my name is Slurdust, and this is 10 Minute Talks, where I talk for 10 minutes and post whatever's usable. The way we talk about apologies is as though it is one unit, right? Someone does wrong, that person apologizes, and the person accepts it. I think that we teach it that way is so uncomfortable, is inherently enabling of bad behavior, right? Because the person who's apologizing is never entitled to forgiveness. Now, you could be a bigger person and you can forgive them. You can try to move on. You can work through forgiving them, or you could forgive them and then not want to do anything more with that person, absolve them and move on, just change your life. But I think in children's shows, we talk about apologies as, oh, I did something wrong, I hurt you, and this is my apology, so it's okay. It's almost okay just from the person giving the apology saying something. And when the person who's receiving the apology doesn't accept it, they are somehow the wrong person, because it is their role to accept the apology. It is now their societal position to accept the apology. And I dislike that a great deal. What if the thing that the person did and the apology do not match, right? What if the apology does not fulfill the crime or fill the severity of the thing? And sure, when we're young, it's a toy that is broken. It is a bike that is stolen. It is a mean thing said in the heat of a moment, or at worst, kids do be fighting on the playground field. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been a kid. But when we're adults, things get a lot more complicated, right? Feelings get a lot more complicated. The way we interact with the space, I don't think it is necessarily the most healthy thing to always play the bigger person, because sometimes we are the bigger person at the expense of ourselves. For the sake of maintaining peace, we don't meaningfully stand up for ourselves. We let people get away with doing more and more bad things. Even taking accountability doesn't necessarily mean we should forgive them. And that the apology is a closed thing is problematic. I have not watched BoJack Horseman, but I've watched several video essay on them. And one of the interesting things with apologies is BoJack Horseman, right? Spoilers for the series, apologizes to an old friend of his who was very, very instrumental in his growth as a creator. I think his agent or some kind of close creator friend, close celebrity friend, right? During a time period in Hollywood where being gay was social suicide, was looking for help and assistance from BoJack Horseman in order to smooth out the worst of the controversy. Have a friend there, and not even publicly, but just wanted to have somebody to be there with him, right? BoJack, being the self-obsessed, entitled narcissist that he is, just pushes that away, pushes that aside, focuses on his own career. Herb needed a friend in that moment and didn't get it. And more than that, felt betrayed by the person that they basically built up, who discovered them not being present. And BoJack Horseman says, "I'm sorry." And Herb claps back with, "I don't forgive you." And I think it's an incredible subversion of what we expect an apology to look like on stage, on camera, on cartoon. Because we think of apologies as closed things. All I can do is give an apology, and it's up to them whether or not they accept it or not. Well, that's still true. But BoJack was entitled to Herb's forgiveness. BoJack is confused, but they apologized, yes, and Herb doesn't forgive you. Herb doesn't forgive you because the wound that you left on them cannot be fixed with words alone. Herb is coming to the end of their life, and BoJack wants to get his affairs in order and believes that he can put this to rest. His great regret of screwing over his good friend, and his friend doesn't forgive him. Now, how could Herb do this to BoJack? Well, I hope we don't have any great BoJack apologists in the comments saying like, "Oh, he was actually it was Herb in the wrong for not forgiving him." That's exactly the issue I'm speaking to. Right? Whenever we give an apology, it is a leap of faith. It is a leap of faith that by bettering ourselves and by offering ourselves in penance, that maybe will be absolved, but otherwise, the work is still yours to make on making yourself a better person, a person who will never do that again. And it is not the fault of the person receiving the apology for not forgiving you. You still wounded them. They're still hurt. Though, whenever you see something wrong in the world, you offer a solution, right? And I'm not sure what solution to give in this particular case. Because how do we teach kids, oh, it's okay not to forgive people sometimes, right? It can be very hard to do that. It's easier to paint things with big, broad strokes than it is to really go into the nitty-gritty, especially for kids. But I feel like kids would understand. Like, hey, there are some things you can't really take back. If the thing that you do to somebody affects them for life, is something that can't be smoothed over with a little bit of this and that, do you deserve the forgiveness of this person? Do you? And I think it takes a great deal of strength to forgive in and of itself, right? We do see forgiveness from incredibly strong, powerful people who have moved on, found a better state in their life, and have the strength and ability to offer that absolution for the person who hurt them, right? That does exist. And those people are incredibly strong, but that should not be the norm, right? It should not be the norm to be wounded and give the person who wounded you the comfort. Ding, 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 10 minutes.